the solar flares will continue until morale improves. Grand Rising, everyone. It's good to see you all. Oh, we're in for a treat this week. Very, very powerful week. Oh, we have a lot of incoming energy that's coming in. It's going to be changing us. Remember that energy is the ability to cause change. We could detect energy's presence by noticing a change. So when we notice a change, in order to cause that change, energy had to be there. And we're getting a lot of incoming galactic energy from our sun. And we have another X-class solar flare and many smaller solar storms maybe rolling up this week. You ever see the storms rolling up? You see the boomers coming. Well, these are energetic storms, and they're going to be changing us. They're going to be changing our reality. You might be witnessing a lot of shifts in your reality lately. If we go back, you actually have to see from a higher vantage point. If you actually look at this past year, the year prior, and you could see all of the massive solar flares last April when we discussed that X3 class solar flare that came in last April. We said like this is going to be part of the norm going forward. And there's more energy that's coming in. You could see that your consciousness has expanded more than it's ever been before in the past year. Are you aware of many more things, right? Are you thinking differently about the world? Maybe even the colors that you pick up are even brighter than ever before. We are brighter than ever before. It's happening right now. There's a shift that's happening, and we're here to share this with all people so that they understand and overstand the shifts that are happening. We're creating new timelines, new realities right before our very eyes. This channel and community is going to last the test of time as we have real life examples of how to actually transmute the reality and create brand new timelines, brand new realities. But we have to back these things up with radical action. Just because the energy is coming in right now, it doesn't mean that, things will actually manifest in the physical. So we have to actually utilize these things. We have to ride the wave. What we're learning to do is ride the wave. Get your surfboard ready. We are getting the surfboards ready. We're ready to ride the waves. And, we're going to see these things manifest in our lives. However they might manifest will be different according to the person. But this energy that is changing us, it expands our consciousness. We're going to get into that in a minute. We could utilize these things not to spiral downward, but to actually lift up into the fifth dimension. We gave everyone enough time to get on this very powerful live stream. I'm absolutely grateful for all of your support. Could you kindly smash the like button or gently tap the like button? Either way, it helps others find this message. Please subscribe to the channel. Click the bell next to subscribe. Select all. We have daily videos, 9 a.m. Eastern time. And if you hit that bell, you get a notification. We are working hard to get the notifications on the bell out there. The notifications are popping up on the phones across the world right now. If you enjoy this content and community, we host live Zoom meetings on Patreon. The link is in the description if you'd like to take part in that. We have Telegram, TikTok, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Rumble. Please join all of our platforms. Let's build the community. Never stop and just keep going. The NOAA warns an X-class solar flare could hit the Earth with smaller storms during the rest of the week. It's like an onslaught that keeps happening. Sometimes in our lives, we can't view things as good or bad, just is. In the moment of time, something could look really bad, it could look really dark. But when you go into the future and you go and look back at the past, you could say, well, if this didn't happen to my everyday life, maybe I wouldn't have had X, Y, or Z later on. If you missed yesterday's very powerful video on round 14, you should check it out. It's very important to realize this. Sometimes you could have something, and if you didn't get past that one thing, all of everything else, all of the growth, all of the accomplishments, you never would have gotten there. Think of all the great people that maybe struggled in the beginning, but because they kept going. Even the great one, Michael Jordan, he struggled in the beginning. And, that's how you keep moving forward to become the GOAT at whatever it is you do. And we're all improving ourselves. Solar activity affects human consciousness. So as we have X-class solar flares, very powerful solar flares, any type of solar activity, this energy is part of the electromagnetic spectrum. I know we see invisible light, so most of us can't see the spectrum beyond violet, going into ultraviolet and beyond. But when we realize that we're third eye blind, also a tremendous band, we are third eye blind to a lot of these energies, and that's why this channel and these messages, it really resonates with a lot of different people from all walks of life, because all of a sudden they start witnessing something, it's not making sense to them, or they're having certain experiences, reality experiences, physical experiences. All of a sudden you have anxiety for no reason. A lot of people have been feeling that since the Schumann resonance rapture wave last month. If you're new to the channel, you should check out that video. And these frequencies govern the universe. Nikola Tesla said, if you want to know the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. So we're all putting out a vibration, we're all putting out a frequency that can actually improve the world. And we're at the precipice of great change right now. And in the future, we'll look back at this time, we'll all laugh about it, and say, wow, look at all that we have accomplished as we just kept moving forward. And it is very difficult to handle some of these energies. And it's been shared for a long time. Solar flares can affect people, and according to where their vibrational frequency is, they might rise up to the occasion, or they could actually be overwhelmed by the energy. And I've shared this many times. If you feel overwhelmed, do not be afraid. If you go into hermit mode, I know some people go into hermit mode. You get into that beautiful cocoon, so you could become a beautiful butterfly. Oh, my beautiful butterflies, in the chat right now, you could let me know. We're all becoming beautiful butterflies. When the caterpillar goes through this change, it goes through Heinrich, where the insides actually liquefy. Do you think that's comfortable? Do you think it's comfortable? No, it's not comfortable. None of us are comfortable, right? I'm not comfortable. You're not comfortable. Nobody is comfortable right now. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Oh yeah. No, it's a true story. You have to be comfortable even though you might not be so comfortable. And the ways around it is really changing your perception of things. This is the deck of cards that God has dealt me at the time. What am I doing with what was dealt? And how do we transmute it? And how do we move forward? What will we witness? When you have massive solar flares, and again, it's not like boom, it happens, and then like a switch, everything changes. You could see a rapid warp in reality. We've been experiencing that many times in the past year, over a year. You could see a rapid warp. Reality is warped. All of a sudden, it's like, whoa, that was like really fast. A lot of you feel that things are happening so fast that you basically can't even keep up with it. And I've shared this on my journey. For 2 years, it's just constant change. And eventually it's like, when's the break? Where's the timeout? You want to hit timeout, ref? Hit the timeout. So there's a lot of rapid changes in reality. Glitches in technology is a physical thing that you could really say, oh, why is my phone acting weird? My computer's acting weird. My Wi-Fi just went out. I don't understand. I had to pull the plug out of the Wi-Fi, put the Wi-Fi, and all of a sudden the Wi-Fi works for no reason. If you experience that in your Wi-Fi, if you said, why did the Wi-Fi just magically turn off? I can't connect. It's on. I can't connect my device. Then you just reset everything, right? Something had to cause a change there. Something had to cause a change. So we actually have tangible pieces of evidence when, these solar flares or other energies that come in and we don't really, you can't see them. You don't see them coming. Oh, I see it coming down right now. We don't see it coming down. But all we could do is notice the change. We can notice the change in our surroundings. We can notice the change in our reality. That's all you could do is notice the change. I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone writing the beautiful comments. Powerful energy. Powerful. Like the power of God, like a lightning bolt going through your everyday life. Powerful is not good or bad, it just is. Actually, in reality, there is no such thing as good or bad, it just is. And I'm actually learning this firsthand over this recent time frame. There is no such thing as good or bad, it just is. Because in the now moment, remember, and this is valid for science and it's valid for your personal journey. Science only answers questions with the information available at the time. So at a certain point in your life, you could only answer questions with the information available at the time. And if you don't have that information, then you might not be able to answer the question correctly. That's why we're going through the event, and it's being sparked by the solar flares and other galactic energies to really change the way that we think, to expand our consciousness. The event is the expansion of consciousness for all of humanity. We're going through this right now. And, we have to realize that there is a connection, that we are all one. We're very different, right? We're actually, having the experience, and you have to be an individual, and you have to go about your journey with the experience that you want to have. What we're teaching everyone in this now moment is that you could harness these energies to create the reality that you want to experience. Technically, you could just set it and forget it. Oh, but I, like all of you, I just can't forget it. I stay focused on it, But actually, because you don't want to create the resistance. But remember, you can't have these resistances right now because nothing could stop the energy. You ever go to the beach? I know my beach goers are out there. People that go to the beach. And you're there. It's a very rough tide today. And you're standing in the ocean, and all of a sudden that big wave comes that knocks you right over. You can't stop that. You are not, you're not bigger than nature. You're not more powerful than nature. Nature is going to knock you out of the way. God is going to knock you out of the way. So you have to realize this. It's not something that you can fight against. Right? You're going to have to learn how to surf. Surf's up. Surf's up. You could write surf's up in the chat right now. This is a week of change, changing for the better. We have massive energies that are coming in. What are we doing with these energies? You spend one day at the beach, it will charge you up. And again, if you're not at the beach, get in nature. Grounding is important, especially at this time. Allowing the negative ions of the planet to go through you. Get your feet on the ground. Remember that you are an electrical being. Got nerves, right? Nerves are firing. Some people forget about that. So we have to focus on that chi energy. And more people are learning about it's not just only, certain monks or certain people can control this energy. You can control this energy. You have trillions of cells, 1.4 volts. You have over 700 trillion volts of electricity going through you. This energy is known as chi. And there are great healers out there. There are great people that are manifestors out there that could actually control and harness this power. So as we're being bathed with this solar flare energy that's coming in, well, how are we going to harness this power to create the timeline that we want to experience? And, you know, it's funny how it brings us all together. My eyes are always open. And I could see clearly, you know, we go through the fog, we go through these things, and, you know, to see how this is all playing out, we're going through a massive reset right now, and we actually have to go back to the beginning and start again. Remember, back to the basics. Remember that video? Are you new to the channel? Could you kindly smash that like button right now? It's going to help others find this message. No, this is all evidence. It's real life evidence to all the things that we have been sharing over the past few years. They're all very relevant. Sometimes you have to get back to the basics. Get back to the basics, and we could do that in any aspect of our everyday life. You know, as these energies are, you know, coming through us, it's time for a fresh start. It's time to boom, start again, right? And a lot of the things that we've been sharing over the years, they last the test of time, but we come back to them with new energy now, and actually amplify the reach and amplify, you know, the quality of the frequency that they reach out to others with. So remember that linear time is fake. It's fake time. It's not a timeline. It's a spiral. Oh yeah, it's a spiral. And we're spiraling round and round and round and round and round. But when we upgrade, and you could look at your life, you could say, oh, I went through this last year, or I went through this a couple of years ago. Why am I going through this again? Now it's time. You're at the precipice of a brand new timeline. You are expanding outward of the spiral, and that's why we constantly expand, right? We talk about the event, the expansion of consciousness. So we're all expanding during these time periods. We are in the blender right now. Everyone's blending together. Who is who right now? We're in God's blender. Everything is it's a delicious smoothie that's being made right now. So you know, it is powerful, and it's not good or bad. It just is. And you know, when you realize that you're in Earth school and this is a test, remember, the teacher isn't going to give you the answers to the test. You have to figure them out on your own. Yeah. You have to figure it out on your own. I've done that over the course of my journey. Every aspect of my life, everything that I've succeeded in, I've always figured it out on my own. And people always come in to give you advice, but you have to constantly do these things on your own. And that's where you're going to find your true power and potential. Right now, we're at the precipice right now. The energy is coming in. And whether it's solar flares, whether it's galactic energy, whether it's the Schumann resonance, all of these frequencies and energies change us. So we could have constructive interference waves. Science of vibes. It's on the channel page. The science of vibes. Yeah, oh, it's good vibes, bro. Got good vibes. It's true. It's the science of vibes. Constructive interference waves that come into your everyday life. And then when you merge with another wave, when you merge with someone else, when you merge with a group of people, the wave amplifies. And then you could create so much more change with that wave. Just think about those waves at the beach. Wave after wave, wave after wave, slowly drifting. So it is a powerful time period. You could be experiencing changes for yourself, changes for others. It's important to spend time to rest. You know, I always say I'll rest when I'm dead, but even myself, I have to realize that I always want to accomplish everything, and I'm ready to accomplish everything. We just have to be released now. We're ready to accomplish what others might have thought was not able to be accomplished. And all of these aspects that we're bringing forth last the test of time. And each person has the ability to do these things. And all I'm doing is being the lighthouse during this high energetic time. Again, it's not good or bad. It's just high energy. If two people know the songs I'm talking about, it's worth it. It's worth it. But we are engaged. Engagement is up. We're coming together. That crazy man that was on the beach when this all started and he said vibrational synchronization, and people said, what is that spiritual wackadoo talking about? It is vibrational synchronization, and we are syncing up through a vibrational frequency. We don't know what's going on. It doesn't make sense to us if we think about the physical plane with our 3D mind. There are no more labels. I've seen this, and I see this very clearly in recent times. You will have to feel the energy. As Martin Luther King said, the content of character. You will be surprised who your best friends are. And everything is being revealed to you right now, and we're all going through this together. It's a game that we're playing. It's Earth School. And if you knew everything, guess what? You wouldn't be here. Just like all of you, I don't know everything either. We're all here to learn who are the best players of the game. That's what we have to stay focused on. And if we change the way that we think, leaving more of a physical aspect, some of you are feeling this too, like physicality, it's just getting so dense to you. You want to become lighter, you know, and you're actually seeing less of a lot of things. Less of a lot of dense things, more of lighter, energetic things. Everything is becoming easier. Everything is just flowy. It's time to start flowing, baby. Yeah, so a lot of the things that we experience at this time, you know, it really is a blessing. It could be a blessing in disguise, but our reality is rapidly being warped. We are now headed onto the highest timeline. Take back control of your everyday life. And so it is. If you find this message interesting and you would like to learn more about our reality in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, why don't you click subscribe, give the video a like so it becomes visible to more people, and please share with one other person, because when we all share with one other person, we will rapidly grow our 5D community. And that's the most important thing and the most authentic thing. If you all take this link, execute the share, you can see that little share button with the arrow, execute the share, share it to a friend, tell them to check this out. What are you experiencing this week? Are there massive changes that are happening in your everyday life this week? This gives people even a sense of calm. Remember, it's not good or bad, but it could be overwhelming, all the change. It's overwhelming when I go through so much change. So much change in such a short amount of time. It's like, what is going on here? And I was honestly not like this. I was more of a regimented person in my life. And now it's, who knows what tomorrow brings. But it does, this journey does bring more excitement to all of us. I think you're seeing that the journey is becoming more and more exciting, and we're peeling back the veil, and we're discovering new things and new ways to improve ourselves every single day. If you'd like to check out my good friend Adam Gell is going to be doing a drumming meditation at 10 o'clock, so you could check him out. We'll share the link. Please join our Telegram and our Twitter for constant collaboration and you know, chatting with everyone. Join our Patreon if it calls you. All of the links are in the description. Leave a comment on this video. What are you experiencing in the now moment? Are you experiencing massive change? Are you leveling up right now? And the more that we stick together, we are creating a much bigger wave. And a bigger wave has a bigger reach. And all of these things in the end will last the test of time. The solar flares will continue until morale improves. There's a lot of craziness in the world right now, but don't worry about what's going on out there. You know why. We cannot control what is around us. However, we can control from within. Be conscious that the solar flares are shaking things up again, kid. Use this to raise your vibration and increase your electromagnetism. Life is so much better when we are all together. If you find this message inspiring or know someone that could benefit from it, please share this message. Dear ones, I am Michael. Find us in the 5th dimension. Have a wonderful day living your everyday life. We're here now. Yeah. You could feel it. You could feel the energy coming in. It's waking you up, kid. It's time to get up. I told you. It's time to get the band back together, baby. Yeah. We're getting the band back together. I missed you all. And now we're coming together. And it's going to be one heck of a ride, kid. I love you all. I am the defender of our everyday lives. Victory of the light. I love you all. We have a very powerful day tomorrow. Does anyone know what tomorrow is? Oh, yeah. And just like every day, I show up and use that energy to charge you up. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.